Alright, hopefully that's, yeah, because I got the chat now, so, alright, hopefully that, that works. Oh, the fucking thumbnail is... Bro. Alright, I'll have to find some kind of thumbnail, because it's literally just my channel banner, and I don't fucking need that. Fuck, what can I use? Oh actually, can I edit my thumbnail through this? If I go, how do I edit my channel banner? That's the real question. Live. Yeah. Okay. Edit. Alright, I'll just... Yeah. Okay, so I'm working on like a Mr.Beast video right now. So I'm working on a Mr.Beast video right now. So I thought that it'd be cool to quickly live stream this. So looking at the guy's channel, he kind of seems like a fake guy that kind of like... He honestly kind of looks like a guy that that could view horse. I don't know the accuracy of this, so we're gonna watch the video to see if it's real or not. But this guy with only 14,000 subs, 51 videos, and just by looking at like his thumbnails and video titles, he honestly seems like a content farm. But let's just try and react to this, honestly. Guess I can't actually edit my thumbnails live. Okay. Alright. I was kind of unprepared for going to the stream, but it doesn't, you know, fuck it, doesn't matter. Let's just react to this shit.
And I'm okay with that. What I'm not okay with is being taken advantage of. I was lied to, manipulated, and thrown away like a piece of garbage. Honestly though, sometimes I kind of think that this was pretty genius. Like, how could a person so high in status be challenged by a person like me? It's like me.
Just making sure that... Okay, yeah, it is.
Going to Elon Musk and saying, well, he did this and he did that, and no one would ever believe me because I'm literally just a nobody. So I have Chris Tyson to thank for allowing me to have this platform to tell my truth. February 2nd, 2024, I went snowboarding like I normally do, and I got an email in which I thought was a scam. I mean, for real, look at this. Even you would think the same thing if you got a random email saying, Mr. Beast follow-up, when you didn't even remember reaching out in the first place. Whether that's true or not, I certainly don't remember reaching out to him. In my line of work, I work for big name YouTubers, mostly in the sports niche, but it has its range. I've done videos for House of Highlights, Game Day, Zach TTG, Jesser, Papa Stanimus, Not So Air Jordan, and then I currently edit for MMG. Not to mention I did do the 2022 NFL playoff commercials. So it's pretty normal to have people reach out to me because they've seen my work from other creators and all the other work that I've done for them. So when I got this email, I decided to give it a chance. I responded in the email and then I proceeded to post a Facebook post because I was so happy. Everything is dated, and to make sure this information is credible, it helps it set well with you. Pay attention to these days. It's not premeditated.
February 2nd. So what year? Because you don't elaborate. As so far, he hasn't elaborated on the year. So far, he hasn't actually elaborated on what year this is taking place, and so I guess let's just assume that this is this year. I'm not positive, but this fucking something.
And I obviously had no idea Chris Tyson would be such a perv, so there's no way I would make these posts in advance of like some kind of trick. I also have decided to log into my actual Facebook and show my actual email rather than screenshots, so you know that it's not photoshopped. So on February 2nd, I posted, "So I got a job offer from Mr.Beast today. Video call on Monday. Wish your boy luck." Now let's go into the comments because I want you guys to be definitively sure that I didn't just make this post. 26 weeks ago, all this is 26 weeks ago, and it would take a whole bunch of time to just make up all these fake people, and then to go on their profile and see that they're friends with the same people I'm friends with, having what 62 mutual friends, and then going, you know, it's a little bit too much here, right? So none of these are faked at all. This is my actual Facebook page. So that's the post I made on February 2nd. Now, I will go to my email, but for now, I really do want to show you the post on Facebook so I don't have to keep going back and forth. So in a nutshell, before we get into all the details, Mr.Beast gave me a fake job, flew me out there to work. I worked my butt off, took all my ideas, sent me home and told me there wasn't a job available, and then proceeded to not only do that, but then to take my ideas still and then make a video. So that's what we're going to be covering here. I mean, we're talking about a billionaire here. If you know who Mr.Beast is, you know exactly what we're talking about. And I can hang up my editing tool set, whatever you want to call it, dude. All that stuff, I'm not even going to be editing for the guy. I'm going to be using my mata. I'm going to be making ideas for him to make videos. I swear.
So basically, you're a storyboard designer, I guess. I guess that would be the official job position. Real question. I lost my train of thought, but I should continue.
Yeah, that's what my job is. It's not editing. And that's what I got from our meetings was, you know, Mr.Beast, Jimmy, he passes me a piece of paper that says, "I blew up the world's most expensive tanks," or something. And he gives me a thumbnail that has a picture of him blowing up a tank. And it's my job to make a video out of that. So that was February 8th. On February 13th is when I went to the airport. The post says, "Years of hard work has led me to this. My heart is pounding out of my chest." And as you can see, I'm flying to Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina. And after that, take a very quick look at what I posted afterwards. February 26th, nothing about Mr.Beast. April 19th, nothing about Mr.Beast. April 25th, May 3rd, May 9th, May 19th, nothing about Mr.Beast. And do you know why I didn't post anything about Mr.Beast from that time? Is because something went horribly wrong and I was way too embarrassed to tell people about it because I made...
Well, you were embarrassed, yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know, what if it's a scam? That's a real question. Damn, bro. Oh, yo, what's up, bro? Yo, we reacting to the video, but I don't know, like, here's the thing. It's not that I don't want to believe it, it's just that the guy's channel just seems a little bit too fake. Like, alright, look at bro's channel. Like, I genuinely want to, like, see what's right and what's wrong, but, like, look, this guy actually just kind of looks like just his normal, like, thumbnails, right? They kind of look like he's, like, you know, more of a, he's more of a guy that just goes for, like, views. More, like, you know, like thumbnails. Like, I tried to steal from A-Rack. I don't know, man. I feel like that's, just looking at that, it kind of just seems like it's kind of, like, view farming, but, hey, it's a grind, so let's just see what he has to, let's just keep seeing what he has to say about this, because I'm generally, yeah, it's a little yeah, I know, especially since the whole, like, dog pack situation, like, again, I don't even know how truthful dog pack is, because he only worked there for, like, what, like a month. I'm just trying to piece together everything, to be honest, before I make my video on the Mr.Beast situation, because I want to know what's real and what's fake, because I don't want to defame Mr.Beast, but I don't want to like, you know, praise him either. So it's kind of like, I'm kind of like flip-flop between what really to do, but let's get back into the video, see what this guy has to say.
Made so much noise, such a fuss about me going to Mr. Beast company, and then I just got kind of screwed over. So I didn't post a single thing about that. Now, you guys are wondering, I want to see the proof. I want to see the correspondence. I want to see everything that happened between you guys. I want that information. Well, I got it. So this is the first email I ever got from.
So this is the email that he got. It says, "Hey, thanks for submitting your info to our casting team. We received your submission, and at this time we're fully casted for our current videos. Working at Mr. Beast, we are collaborative first, and I was forwarded your submission. If you are interested, I would love to chat about a potential full-time or contract role work on the Mr. Beast creative team." So my question is that my question is like he said at the beginning of the video that he has no recollection of sending a sup. Oh, yo, sup, bro. So anyway, so he said in the video that he has no recollection of offering submitting his resume for the job. So you never know, it could be fake, but he also did say he was flown out. So the real question is what's right, what's wrong, and what's fabricated. I really, it's basically, watching this is what we're trying to figure out.
A guy named Dylan. I can't say his last name, so it will be blurred out for the rest of the video because I just don't want to get out his personal PI information. So we're gonna keep it on a first name basis, and we're just gonna say Dylan. Dylan sent me an email, and it says in the subject, Mr. Beast follow-up. Hey, thanks for submitting your info to our casting team. We received your submission. At this time we're fully casted for our current videos. That's not what we want to pay attention to. What we want to pay attention to is the second paragraph. Working at Mr. Beast, we are collaborative first, and I was forward your submission. Don't know how you got it, but let's keep going. If you're interested, I would love to chat about your potential full-time or contract.
So isn't that kind of like in this email, you think about it, that's kind of like a double. Oh, okay. I see. So basically, what he's saying is that he can't be in the videos. He can't work on the videos. Have you ever played Dark Souls? I have not actually played. I have not actually played the Dark Souls series yet. It's definitely something that's on my mind because I genuinely do want to play Dark Souls. But right now I'm just focused on strictly playing Elden Ring right now. After that, I've been thinking about actually trying Sekiro before I tackle Dark Souls, but probably both way harder than Elden Ring, because I would say even though I uploaded that one video of me defeating Moog, I would say as a whole I'm not that good at Elden Ring, because I definitely die a lot. It was honestly just kind of luck that Moog got staggered in the exact right time. but yeah, Dark Souls definitely on a list of games that I do want to try. But anyway, going back to the Mr. Beast situation, so I kind of see. So what I'm kind of seeing from the what I'm kind of seeing here from I think Elden Ring is harder than Dark Souls. I've never played Dark Souls. I'm just saying what I've seen. I guess it's kind of opinionated, but the DLC, I would say, is from what I've heard, the DLC for Elden Ring is actually harder than Dark Souls, and I think I heard that the final boss, compared to everyone else, is one of the hardest. So, which I can agree. I mean, I pretty much just barely beat him. But but anyway, for this, I do think that I do think that for the Mr. Beast, you've heard wrong. Well, I mean, we'll see. But but for the Mr. Beast thing, like I okay, so I was confused at the email at first, but basically what it is that, so I guess that he's not he that some from what I'm gathered from the 5 minutes in, he he have you had a Mr. Beast burger? I have not actually. I have not. I live in a place where the Mr. Beast kitchens just never popped up in my area. Okay, good. I'm only here for the Mr. Beast. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, don't worry, guys. Uh, my attention span aside, we are gonna be focusing on the Mr. Beast situation. Um, so basically for the Mr. Beast, um, for the Mr. Beast situation, so what I'm reading here is that even though he never applied, even though this guy, what's his name, Ty Orr, so Ty Orr here, um, they'll pop up just so Ty Orr says that he never applied, he never sent in a resume or anything for his casting team, which I'm guessing casting team means like his like on set crew. I'm guessing. I don't know. But I guess he wasn't given anyone on the casting crew. But what happened is that he was offered a behind the scenes role as working as a like a storyboard, like a storyboard like creator. That's what I'm getting at this.
Role work on Mr. Beast's creative team. February 2nd, 2024 that he sent me the email. It was February 3rd, 2024 that I responded to the email. I wanted to make sure after I made the post, I was like, oh crap, this actually might be a scam. Let me go back and do some research. And then the next day I was like, you know what? I feel good about this. I don't have to delete my post. So I was able to go ahead and reply to him confidently. Now this email here is my very first, I guess, direct exploration call, whatever. Basically, me being able to meet them for the very first time, like I said on my Facebook and like I said before in the email, Monday.
Yeah, basically, I don't know. I guess I wasn't just paying attention at Mr. Beast at the time. Yeah, I didn't know that he was actually like full on like casting people. Because I don't really watch Mr. Beast that much anymore. I definitely used to watch a lot of his content. Like I used to love like his like food videos where he like went around and like ate all that expensive food. It did look really good. So I used to watch those videos a lot, but I didn't I haven't I haven't I haven't like I never I kind of stopped watching him like a little over a year ago, I'd say. It was before the Chris Tyson coming out. I think now is the time to get back into, yeah, all right. All right, so
February 5th, 2024. My second call was not only with Dylan, but now it has Dylan, Hoodie, and someone named Kara, which I have never met. I've never once met Kara, so you won't hear anything about a Kara in this video. And this took place on Wednesday, February 7th, 2024 at 2:30 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That was the second call. For another email also on February 7th, 2024, this was directly right after the call I had with Hoodie, Dylan, and Kara. And within that conversation, they basically told me that I needed to make a prompt. And when I say prompt, let me just read the email. Hello, Ty. We would like for you to come in for a vibe check. Vibe check means you come in for a few days to see if you're good, see if you're a good worker.
A vibe check. So basically, you mean a trial, like a trial shift. Vibe check. What kind of management is this, bro? I'm sorry. I guess I don't understand like the current like environment. Oh, hold on. I'll be back. A bit louder. I'm being too loud, right? Alright, I'll try to quiet down. Alright. Yeah, do. Okay. Alright. Alright. Bye. All right, hold on, guys. I need to go to the bathroom, but I'll be back. Y'all are wild in the chat, bro. Anyway. Not enough China. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but okay. Let's get back into the video.
You know, people are not going to be annoyed by you and see they can move further on with the hiring process. If possible, we'd like for you to come in for 3 days at some point next week. I've got a recruiting coordinator, Leslie, CC'd on this email. She will help you figure out the days which you can make it and handle your travel arrangements. Now, this is the most important email of...
So what I'm getting from this is that he was never actually contacted by Mr.Beast, which I know that he's like... But basically what I'm getting from this is that basically Mr.Beast, like, I know that he actually, like, Mr.Beast is like a company now, but like from what I'm getting, he's never even from these, it seems like he's never even like supposed to like meet Jimmy, from what I'm figuring, which is which I don't know, I just think it's a little bit suspicious. Like I know Mr.Beast is like a business, but I didn't know that he's actually fully operating it like a corporation. Like, I would assuming that, well, I don't even know how big Mr.Beast is now. Like I know he has a bunch of employees, but at the same time, I would think that he would be doing his own hiring, would he not? Like, it's his, at the end of the day, it's still his YouTube channel. Not like, it's like, at the end of the day, it's his YouTube channel, not like someone else's. Anyway.
Of all, what they want me to do is to do 2 video prompts. Attached, you will find 2 video prompts. Pick one that inspires you the most and
massive.
Document and write out.
But is his company actually like that massive? That's like the real question. Like, I know he has a bunch of those side projects, which he is massive, yeah. Well, I know that he has, like, again, Beast Burger, which I think actually he doesn't own anymore because he's trying to sue. Wow. Someone was just in the Discord server. They literally just added everyone in the general chat and just left without explaining anything. Anyway, so basically what I'm like what I'm like kind of getting from here though is that so what I'm getting here is that like I don't know like because I know Mr. Beast he has still his Feastables, which yeah that's like his that's like a like it is its own like separate like company that he runs. It's not just like it's not him. Like I don't even think because a lot of these YouTuber products they're not even the majority shareholder in their own company. Usually like because like you look at Logan Paul Prime, he pretty particular guy. So maybe he does all his hiring himself. I'm not sure. Well, clearly, according to this, he's not doing his hiring because he has all these different guys. He has all these different guys, doing all the hiring for him, and it doesn't seem like he's even going to be meeting Mr. Beast, from the sounds of things, but like you do think about it though that uh yeah, but no, like you look at Logan Paul Prime, Logan Paul and KSI are only like minority shareholders in the company. Like, and I believe Prime is still a private company. So, actually, let's look that up. That's actually something that I'm going to see. Who owns Feastables? Well, yeah, clearly we know that the Jimmy owns it, but who? Because he's clearly not doing this. Feastables is held as a private company. Yeah, we know that. I mean, clearly we know that, but the real question is, because clearly it's launched, right? Logan Paul's minority. No, dude, look it up. Logan Paul. If you actually look at the shares, if you actually do look at like the shares of the company, because it is a private company, but if you look at the shares, the people that actually like make the Prime, the company that actually makes the Prime actually gets the majority of they are the majority shareholder. So I'm wondering if Feastables is the same way. And I'd also know that there's also that like okay, look. So Feastables is a privately held company with 108 employees and its corporate office is located in Chicago. So what you're telling me is that so what you're telling me is that like so what you're telling me is that even though Jimmy lives in North Carolina, somehow you're telling me that he's like operating his business in Chicago. Yeah, something doesn't add up. So it's definitely like he's definitely using it through a company. Who is the majority of, I accidentally hit caps lock. Majority shareholder in Feastables. So Jim Murray and Jimmy are the inventors, clearly. So yeah, so there's Jimmy right there. He's only listed as a co-founder. It seems like cuz he's not even the CEO of his own company. Kanye's from Chicago. Yikes, Feastables soon. Hell yeah, I'd be down for fucking Kanye Feastables, bro. But anyway, looking at it, Mr. Beast, he's a founder, but he's not even the CEO of his own of his own chocolate company. Let's see, the investors. Let's see. Okay, so primary industries, food products, private company. They blurred out the current value and revenue. I guess they're not publicly showing. That's Mr. Beast over you. I guess they're not. I guess they're not going to show you who the primary shareholder is. I guess that's probably something that they're keeping private, but clearly Mr. Beast isn't as active in his own Feastables company as it seems. I'm just like this is why we're doing this, right? Like we're on this live stream because we're trying to figure out, we're basically trying to figure out, is bro innocent? Is he not? Yo, what the fuck? All right, yeah. That comment's getting hid. Um. Yeah. Okay. All right. But basically, we're figuring out that Mr. Beast is probably not as incorporated in his business as like he claims to be. So bro. Because listen, all I'm saying is that if Jimmy was that invested in his Feastables company, I think he would have a more active role and probably like be like the CEO. But clearly he's fucking not, right? So again, I have no relations. I have no relations with Jimmy Donaldson. I don't have any relations to the Mr. Beast company, clearly. I'm just trying to... I was actually on the live stream. I don't know. I do not know anything on a connection to China or not. I mean, I don't... Listen, he's not, like, political, so I don't think... I mean, I guess there could... I'm not gonna say that, like... I don't know, there's not... I'm not gonna say, like, there's not, like, I'm not gonna say that, like, there's not a chance, but I just don't think it's as big as you probably think. But who knows, maybe China secretly is buying out. Look more into it. All right, I'll search it up. All right, let's see if well, clearly, yeah, I don't know. I mean, clearly there's this Reddit thread from 11 months ago where Mr. Beast showed Taiwan as an independent from China. So I don't know. Usually that's usually even something like that is just easy enough to debunk that because because everyone knows that China hates Taiwan, bro. So I don't think that Mr. Beast would. Well, you never know because Mr. Beast could have just slipped up. But if the video's still up, then if the video's still up though, wouldn't that just kind of debunk that theory? I mean, clearly he's on like Chinese internet. Clearly, I mean he has a dub for. You need to use the Chinese internet system. I think Mr. Beast once said he wants America to be all white. I think that probably would be more of a joke. I would see where, yeah, a lot of people would kind of take offense, but I think that's probably just a joke. I mean, I don't know like the whole logic behind that, but all right, buddy. All right, you're getting put in timeout. Wait, hold on. Oh, I clicked the wrong guy. My bad. Alright, hold on. How do I... Alright. Let's see if I fix it for 10 seconds. I accidentally put you in a time. I'm trying to get the your mom love. These buttons are too small. Ram Raider, if you're still here, try to see if you can type now. I genuinely tried to hit the your mom's lover guy. Let's see if I can undo that through this. I don't know. I guess I can't. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ram Raider. I'm trying to get this your mom's lover. Who is Ka the Oscar? I don't know who that is. Look man, you're just kind of just saying like a whole bunch of stuff that's, not really safe for the internet. So listen, if you can be respectful here, I can keep you. But if you're just gonna like spam like a whole bunch of like a whole bunch of like inappropriate stuff, bro, I'm sorry, bro. Like I'm gonna have to mute you. What's going on? He's a famous YouTube. Oh, I see. Please look into it. All right. So what's his name? Ka the Oscar. Which one? Am I doing that wrong, or because I typed it? The Ka Oscar. Let's try it. Spelled that way. Yeah, I'm not really not getting anything. Said he's a YouTube troll? Alright, buddy. Alright. Got his YouTube account banned. Yeah, for good reasons. Alright, fucking how do I do this shit? Alright, we're just gonna dogs being, yeah, dude, that's fucked up. Why would he try to do that, bro? That's not okay. Okay. Alright. Alright, guys, we timed him out. We timed out the right guy this time. Alright. I put him in timeout for 30 minutes. See if he actually has the. I was wondering why you'd react. Wondering when you'd react. Yeah, I have been reacting to this. It's just that we got a little sidetracked first. First, what happened was that we were looking up Feastable share, because who owns the shareholdings of Mr.Beast. After that, we were looking up connection to China, and then we got sidetracked with this troll. But we're going back to our main topic.
About how you envision it. Really let your creativity flow and assume everything is possible. So in each of these prompts, one of them is the world's most dangerous trap room, and the other is 24 hours to spend $1 billion. I went with the world's most dangerous trap room because spending $1 billion in 24 hours just seems kind of boring and, quite frankly, linear. I think
honestly, counter argument. 24 hours to spend $1 billion actually does sound pretty fire. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, yeah, it's not something that Mr. Beast normally like post anymore, but he used back in the day though, he used to post. But back in the day, he used to post a lot more of back in the day he used to post like a lot more like videos like that. So it's not even like that far-fetched. Oh my god, this dude's using a fucking alt account now. No. Okay. All right. If we're just gonna get rated, bro, I think I'm gonna have to. All right. Doesn't matter. Moving on.
I think I have more creativeness than that. That's just not something I want to do. And then like we mentioned before, this is Leslie sending me an email. Thanks, Ty. Are you able to fly in on Tuesday, be on office Wednesday through Friday, and fly back out on Saturday morning? Of course, I said yes, and she gave me all my travel info. So now we're going to get into like the more just deep in the details here. So like I said, if I don't show proof, don't assume that I'm telling the truth. If I don't show proof for everything that I'm saying, assume that I'm literally lying about everything that I'm saying, okay? So in that email...
I'm not going to assume that he's lying, but at the same time, I can't assume that he's telling the truth either. Like, I'm not going to assume anything. At this point, it just comes down to what you say in this video.
It did say, I realized that the footage was kind of cloudy when it comes to OBS and recording the screen, so I will put screenshots of those messages up there. But in the email, it did say that I had those two prompts, and the two prompts was something about spending $1 billion in a day in 24 hours, and the other one was the world's most dangerous trap rooms. So we're taking a look right here. I have the prompt, and it says the world's most dangerous trap room. And in my intro, I have PT hallway, I have the elevator, I have the Squid Game's glass challenge, I have bloodthirst, and I have mole maze.
Oh yeah.
And with
so he did that video, right? Please don't assume. I'm not making this about a race. I'm making this about like innocent until proven guilty on Mr.Beast's behalf. I've been keeping up with the drama. I've been seeing it. He hasn't really come out with like, he hasn't been like coming out with like any like, you know, like statements for or against it. So until he comes out with what's true and what's not, I'm basically just going to play the law, I guess you can say, of innocent until proven guilty. But I'm still not advocating for Mr.Beast either. I'm just trying to see like what's the truth and what's not. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. It's hard to know who to believe. Yeah, that is basically just like at the end of the day, that's what it is. It's because again, at this point, the only person that can like either admit guilt or plea or plea plea against it is Jimmy Donaldson himself. So I really feel like in the grand scheme of things, that's just kind of where it goes from there.
Within these things in my prompt, I do have like variations. So first one, I see the variation. So right here, underneath elevator, I wrote one thing. The ultimate goal is to escape the elevator before it reaches the top floor and the bottom falls out beneath you. But I also have a second variation. Pick lock tool groove chain in the wall. Goal is the same except the elevator moves a little faster. Move the chain object lock pick tool to unlock the locks on the roof and the elevator reaches the top. So you ever play those games where it's like a little plastic thing and has grooves all over? It's like a maze and you got to move that ball through. Well, essentially that's what I did for this video, except you're chained to the thing and you got to move the ball through the grooves with the key that has a key on it. so you can reach one lock. And there's locks on each 4 corners of the elevator. So when you get this lock, now you gotta go through the maze again. And now you gotta go and take this lock out and lock that so you can escape the elevator. If you don't, the whole thing just plummets to the ground. I thought that was a pretty dope idea, right? So I did that, but I also made 2 of them because I wanted to make a variation of it. So also here in Squid Games, that was another thing. I made a different variation of what was already done, and I did that. That was part of my pitch. Now, well, let's keep going down because I think it's somewhere around. I think actually no, it's the Squid Games one right here. In the second variation of the Squid Games, I say Mario style floating obstacle course instead of using.
That would be interesting. I feel like what he's saying, like floating obstacle course. It's like those mushroom worlds, right? Like the mushroom worlds from Super Mario Bros. Wii. That'd be interesting.
Floating blocks, which is impossible. We will use floating rack hoisted by 4 cranes. Floating rack hoisted 200 feet in the air.
200 feet in the air is a bit absurd, though.
Each section of the obstacle course will change depending on the distance made. Start from one platform to another to advance. Safety harness will be eliminated due to the net underneath the platform. Now, with that, so we have an idea that I wanted to do. So I want to talk a little bit more about my experience of being at the Mr.Beast warehouse. I've never once personally ever.
Alright, so now he's actually getting into like the main topic of the video. So him working for Mr.Beast. I don't know. I feel like it was like some of the stuff he said was necessary, but also half of the stuff was also a bit too much filler. Blocks can float. It's not that I'm saying that like blocks can like float necessarily. Like clearly like you can make like stuff like on like poles and shit and do something like that, but I guess what I'm saying is that like it took him forever. He could easily have gone over that in 5 minutes, I feel like.
Ever signed an NDA. In all my emails and all my correspondences and all my text messages, I have never once ever signed an NDA. But what I think what they're doing,
so
there is an iPad.
So the difference between him and Dogpack is that he never signed an NDA. So my question is, so is there like certain roles in the Mr.Beast corporation that you have to sign an NDA for, or is there like, you know, is there basically like something that like you have to just like, I don't know, like other roles, like his like storyboarding. I signed his NDA actually. Yeah. So my question is what roles would I work for Mr.Beast? If you think about it. No, maybe. Like, if you think about it, well, I mean, I guess it also depends on the pay, but if you do think about it, like, working for, like, the biggest YouTuber, like, unless he does something, like, really, like, messed up, like, what we're trying to see if he's done or not, it would be cool. It's not that I'm laughing at it. It's like I'm laughing at the question. I'm not like, do you think Mr.Beast videos like no, okay, we're not gonna, all right, we're not gonna go there. I don't think that Mr.Beast, like, clearly we know that Chris Tyson engaged in it. I don't think Mr.Beast really fully knew the extent of that. But anyway, let's continue.
You get to the warehouse, as soon as you walk in, and you have to sign in. And they ask you things like your first name, last name, email address, all that, phone number, and stuff like that. And I have a very, very, very high suspicion that when you sign your name in there and you sign in, I think you're also signing an NDA. They don't come out and say it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it happened. That's just something that I think. I'm not saying.
Well, it would be illegal for you to sign a document without your knowledge, so... but basically it definitely would be like more on the illegal side, for you to like sign like a document without you being able to read it first. So I don't think that's definitely like not the case.
saying it's true. I'm just saying I'm thinking because I don't want to get sued by them because I'm like I said earlier, I'm a nobody. Anyways, I get to the warehouse and they have multiple different like studios. Studios as in workshops where you work at, creative, thumbnail, editing, ideation, all these things, right? So they take me to, for legal purposes, I will say, for legal reasons, I will say Studio 1. Studio 1 of creative. I go to Studio 1, you know, whatever, it's all right. We're working on the video. We're doing...
I'm not gonna go into my political beliefs. I'm a strong believer that my political beliefs are like mine and mine alone, you know? So... Wait, I joined late. Can you restart it? I'm a little hard of hearing. Sorry, man. It's like it is kind of late, bro. So like I can't really restart it, but I'll like go over basically what he said like real quick. So basically what happened was that he said at the beginning of the video that he was reached out to by the Mr.Beast Corporation that basically he was offered the job not for his casting, but as like a background like a person that works in the background, like a crew member. And he said he didn't remember or whether or not what's political about being asked. Oh, yeah, like yeah, all right, buddy. But basically he was asked. But basically what happened was that he was asked. He didn't remember if he signed up for the crew member or not, right? Or not the crew member, but the casting. He didn't remember if he signed up for the casting or not, but basically what happened was that he was flown out. Yeah, he was like flown out, and then that's basically all you really need to know. Like he really didn't go too much into depth after that, except for a whole bunch of filler.
In 10 minutes, like actual 10 minutes, in 10 minutes this video explodes, and I mean this building explodes. I worked on that for a little bit, wasn't really feeling it, wasn't really my jam. We went out. I will put a little video up here of me working on like a little laser challenge for that. Wasn't really my jam, wasn't really that good at all either, anyway, if I'm being honest. So I went to the next one. And by the way, I'm sorry, I'm skipping all over the place. This was actually the second day of me being there, because the first day I spent my entire day in my hotel, which was boring, but for whatever reasons I couldn't go in the first day, so I spent the first day in my hotel. The second day is when I would start, you know, going to these workshops.
The real question is, why would you just spend the whole day in a hotel? That just seems kind of boring, bro. Like, you're in a new place, explore, especially if you're going to be working, like if you're going to be working there. Like, you kind of have to explore your areas. Just saying.
On the third day, I was told to go to a different studio. We'll say Studio 2, and I'm working on a video, and the video is, what was the video's name? It was another one that had nothing to do with anything. Anyways, I go through the whole day, or well, I say a good portion of the day, about 5 hours. So around like 2:00 p.m. there's a guy named Hoodie. It was also in one of the emails earlier, and he's like and when it comes to chain of command, I think he's third in chain of command total. So you have Mr.Beast, you have Tyler, you have Jackson the head writer, and then you have Hoodie. And Hoodie was in charge of all these things. I actually had my vibe check call with Hoodie. I had my second call with Hoodie. I was in contact with Hoodie and Leslie, the coordinator, if you remember that. And everything was going through Hoodie. The guy's a great guy. He's a great guy. He took care of me. He really like gave me great information, great feedback. So as I'm going through this video, I want you guys to remember, I'm not attacking these people. I'm attacking the company, because whatever happens in the company is a reflection of Mr.Beast. It's not a reflection of the people who are doing the things like what they're doing. Your company is a reflection of what happens. It doesn't matter who does it. If your company's ran that way, it is a reflection of you. You gotta take responsibility here. So I do my pitch, and Hoodie says, you know what? I want you to go shadow some people for the rest of the day. I want you to go work with this team and see how you can contribute to them. So let's break down the positions in the Mr.Beast company. You have C1.
Basically, he's, you know, going in for a job shadow. So I guess that's, I don't know, I guess that's pretty normal so far.
One is the head person of that department. Okay. So if you're in creative, you're C1. So creative, Studio 1, C1. So there's creative Studio 2, there's a C1 for that. Creative Studio 3, there's a C1 for that. Then ideation, Studio 1, C1. Ideation Studio 2, same thing. They're just levels. They're just like the head honcho of that department. And then within that, you also have a C2 and a C3. I assume C2 is like the person who are in between, and I know C3 is like the bitch of the company. They just write notes. They don't do anything. They just write notes. Whatever is said, they take notes. They take minutes, and they write everything. They're like the grunts of that department. I went to this new room that Hoodie told me to go to, and there was 3 positions. Well, there was 2 positions at the time. I don't know where the 3rd one's at. There was only a C3.
So basically, what I get from this is like Pokemon, where the C3s are like the grunts, C2s like the admins, right? And then like the leaders, like the leaders like the Giovanni, the Getsus of it all, the mastermind.
And then a C2. I mean a C1. The C1's name was C. The C3, I mean, I talked to him for like 30 seconds. I don't know what his name was. And we were working on a video. We're working on a video called The World's Most Dangerous Obstacle Course. Now we are getting to the part where you finally can understand why I'm so mad, so upset that I got scammed. I got absolutely scammed by the biggest YouTuber in the entire world. This is where you're going to find out why I was upset. Now it's going to come full circle. I'm going to have to tell you everything. We're working on the video, World's Most Dangerous Obstacle Course, and I want to show some videos and proof of what I did. From here on out, I'm going to start speaking more theoretically so I don't get sued. So there may or may not have walls in this Mr.Beast studio where they're all dry erase marker, where you can just write anything. So if you have an idea, you're like, oh crap, I don't want to forget it, right on the wall. This is a picture of my pitch that I wrote. So you see right here, you get really close. Bloodthirst. Let's see. Elevator. Let's even get close. Glass challenge right here.
I like Mr.Beast. I used to like watch his videos a lot when I was like, God, like when he was like really starting to blow up, like around the time, like a little bit after his like. Hey man, listen, Ram Raider, bro, chill out, bro. He's asking me some questions, bro. Like I'm trying to engage, bro. Like don't be negative, bro. But anyway, do I like Mr.Beast? I used to watch him like a few years ago, like pretty often, but nowadays I don't really watch his stuff that much.
Here, PT hallway, sound familiar? It's my prompt. So this is what I pitched to Hoodie. This is what I pitched to Hoodie. And I didn't put my variations in there. I just put the ones that I wanted, and I verbally said my variations just in case they didn't like my original ones. This is the world's most dangerous obstacle course. So C1 has been working on this with me and the other guy, I don't know his name, and we're working on, like, as you can see, the intro, the hook, the money mechanic. Right here, we're looking at, this is the most important part, it's just rooms. When I saw rooms, when we were brainstorming rooms, I'm like, dang, okay, rooms. I just did a prompt on the world's dangerous trap rooms. This is perfect. I can do this. It doesn't exactly follow the obstacle course, so I can kind of use my room idea with this. I mean, if you look at all these ideas, whatever, it doesn't matter. The one thing that I'm looking at the most is all the way at the bottom. It looked like it says Marlo, but it says Mario. Mario is my was my idea. I'm inspired by Mario because my kids love the Mario movie. They loved it so much they named my dog Mario. Hold on. Mario, come here. Good boy. This is Mario, my dog. Living proof that my kids named my dog Mario because they love the movie Mario so much. So I was inspired by that. And I think I put that in my prompt as well. If anyone's ever seen Mario, they have the floating blocks. And I wanted to see how I can make an obstacle course with those floating blocks. I thought about it and I thought about it and I thought about it and I realized it's just impossible to make floating blocks in the air. I don't know how you would do it. Logistically, it's just not gonna work, and physically, I don't think it would work either. So I came up with the idea with a trellis net, or I came out the deal with the truss. Taking a look at this picture right here. So this was my idea here. I wanted to make an obstacle course in the air, but like somehow incorporate it with the Mario idea. Somehow just, I don't know, somehow do that. This is a picture that I drew for.
The issue with incorporating it with Mario is that, again, Mario is licensed by Nintendo, so that it would be very hard for Mr.Beast to do that. It would just be very hard for Mr.Beast to pull it off, because he would have to actually get permission from Nintendo, because, I mean, listen, Super Mario Logan's all the proof we need on Nintendo can be with their products. So if they're gonna go after someone like Super Mario Logan for making a parody with like the plushes that he bought, just think what they would do to Mr. Beast if he like did that like without getting like a proper license. So it would definitely be hard to do that.
For this pitch for this idea, and I realized that, you know what, I couldn't do the floating block, so I wanted to make sure I can do it another way. So I had an idea of a truss with 4 cranes holding it up, and I wanted to be able to go across it. That was just the first section of it, because if you look a little bit more to the right of this picture, there's like a helicopter and a guy hanging from a ladder, and there's platforms down here, 1, 2, and 3. There's platforms right there. That was just the first.
I mean, SML still makes their content, and they're still alive as ever. Like I like SML is still one of the channels that I will say that I do actively watch. Do you think Mr. B should have his channel shut down? Honestly, even if somehow like the lottery thing comes out and he like gets prosecuted for it, I don't think that he should have his channel deleted. All right, I'm not gonna go into that whole like I'm not gonna say if I've ever done drugs or not, but please don't ask about like drug use. Anyway, it's just not the same. SML, yeah, definitely is not like the same as it used to be, but like they're still like on a roll, to be honest. But anyway, we're getting a little sidetracked here. Let's just try and finish the video.
Section of it. I wanted the intro of the video to be something so outlandish, so crazy that a viewer had to keep watching. I did steal the no net at the bottom. I call it a net, or no, not no net, a net down there. That's why it says a net down there, because it's just a joke that we thought was funny. But I did steal that from one of the other Mac videos. I just figured, why not? It makes it such much of a better video. So I pitched this idea, and they absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. The only person who didn't like it was C1, because it wasn't her idea. So when it came down to our meeting later that day, so we were there for hours and hours and hours, and like I said, there was
there we go. I think that right there might be the key to why he's coming out as this. I have a feeling I can predict what's going to go on. The C1 person is going to claim this as their idea and send it to Mr. Beast. That's my prediction. That's definitely my prediction where I'm going with this. But this is like where I think that he's gonna go like around. But then in that case, can you really call Mr. Beast a thief then? If this is the case, what I'm theorizing, if this is really the case, is that really like, is that really like Mr. Beast's fault? But
there's a hierarchy. There's Mr. Beast, Tyler, Jackson, the head writer, and Hoodie. Well, Jackson comes down there and we're having a meeting at 9 o'clock at night. The meeting goes all the way to midnight, and then they say at the very end, we're gonna need all hands on deck on this. We're gonna need the help. We're gonna need the creativity. We need everyone to pull their weight. Does anyone have anything that's gonna help us, with this? And I told them my idea. I brought up every single thing, not only just this idea, but the rest of the video. They loved it. The budget was originally 1.7 million. That
Chris
intro
Tyson
alone cost 1.7 million.
Well, listen, there isn't really a downfall because he's still getting views. I mean, he has over 100 million views on the video he uploaded a week ago, so he's definitely not at a downfall. So listen, listen, I'm not gonna say that Chris Tyson is definitely like a variable in the a variable for like his eventual downfall. I mean, it might, but like it definitely was the main cause. It was definitely the main cause of all the Mr. Beast controversies that currently are like affecting him.
In dollars. just the intro alone. And the reason why I didn't want to bring it up immediately was only because if the budget was 1.7 million and I'm here to prove myself, I can't start with going by over budget. Say, well, it would have worked, because who they're going to trust? You're going to trust someone who works there for months or weeks, years, or you're going to trust some guy like me that just flew here a couple days ago. So it was a little risky, but they loved it. We stayed to midnight. They freaking loved it. I got a pat in the back. Jackson was excited. Hoodie was excited. The only person who wasn't excited was a C1 that I kind of stepped over, because like they say in the company, it don't matter if you're C1, C2, C3. C3 can be a C2, C2 can be a C1, C1 can be a C3 by tomorrow. All right, so at this point, I've pitched my idea. They love it. They've set a date, they set a location, and now they have a new renewed budget for this video, and everything's great. I'm so happy. I text all my friends, I call everyone. I'm like, yeah, dude, you know, and also, so after all that, I'm feeling great. I got a verbal confirmation that I was good to go. Everything was perfect. I know about everything was literally perfect until I got home. And that's when everything started to happen. Unfortunately, we have decided not to move forward with your candidacy at this time. We really appreciate you coming out and vibing with us. We would consider you for a role like this in the future, but timing isn't quite right. And the rest are about receipts. So at first I was like, you know what? Maybe that's true. But then I started to think about it a little bit more. And I didn't want to let it bother me. So I said, hey Dylan, that's a bummer to hear, but I appreciate the opportunity. Maybe another time, like you said. Candidly, may I ask if I presented myself poorly or rubbed the crew wrongly in any way? Talking about here, because I know I did. Also, I sent my receipts. And this is talking about my dog, because I had spent like $400 for my dog to be boarded. Sent all that information. He said, hello Ty, you did not rub anyone the wrong way or present yourself poorly. We're going through some reorganization with the team and are limited on roles we have open for teams. I appreciate you sending a receipt, blah blah blah, whatever. This is where I started to like say but I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything at all. Not a single word until I saw this on Twitter. Just uploaded the most insane video we've ever done. Go watch. Take a look at this picture. Take a good hard look at this picture. Does that remind you of anything you've seen so far? Does it remind you of anything you've seen remotely close to it? Or does it look like the exact same thing that I drew? The exact same thing that I pitched? Everything.
What did I say, guys? What did I say? The person, the C1, was going to use the idea as their own and provide it to Mr.Beast. What did I say? What did I say? Now, why the person would do it, I don't know. Maybe the C1s get like some kind of bonus if they pitch it. But what did I say? What did I say? The C1 would present it as their idea to Mr.Beast. Just saying. Just saying.
Do you want to know how much I got paid for that? Zero. I didn't get paid a single dime. This man, this company, his employees not only took the time to exploit me, to have me work for them under the false pretenses of a job that wasn't, you know, that they weren't available or able to give at the time. Like, yet they had many people. Many people go in and out, in and out. On my second day, there was like a different group that I saw the day before, and then they were on their last day, and then on my last day, there was a group of people that was their first day. You're trying to tell me you didn't have any positions? You didn't have any positions at all? Yet you had all those people, and not only did you do that, you used my idea. A lot of people would say, you know what? Legally, he had the right to do that. I don't know in what legal standpoint he could. I could be wrong, but let's think about this though. I mean, we're talking about a billionaire. We're talking about the world's biggest.
All right, actually, there's like 2 minutes left of video. I'm just gonna finish the end of the video and then I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say.
YouTuber. How is that so hard to just compensate for someone for some work? How hard is it to compensate someone for their ideas that made you millions and made me zero? I don't care if it was legally done or not. Like, think about it. We all have hearts here. We're all watching YouTube or watching YouTube videos for the same exact reason. How messed up is that? You're a billionaire, dude. It's not like it's I'm some guy on the street, or you're some guy on the street. You're a billionaire, man. Pay people for their ideas. Don't just fly them out there, take their ideas and send them home. You're giving these people false hope. You're taking their dreams from them. You're taking everything that's about them, their creativeness, their fucking imagination. I'm sorry, I'm actually getting worked up right now. You can't do that to people. You can't do that to people. And on top of that, with everything going in the media, it just kind of shows his true colors. It shows the true nature, your character of who you are. This ain't it, man. This seriously is not it. This is just part 1 because I believe part 2 will shock you, and I don't want to get to the point where I have to do part 2 and I really have to expose a lot of things that might get me sued. So I'm working on something right now. I know this may sound really crazy because,
Alright, so
you
there
know,
might be a
I'm
part two
asking
to
for
this,
money.
possibly.
And that's basically what
I
I'm
watched
doing
some
with
epic
Mr.
rap
Beast. I
battles
want
in
him
the
to pay
Maybe
me.
in another
He
stream.
owes me this
Right
money.
now,
He
we're just
owes
gonna
me
finish
this.
this
He
video,
can't,
talk
like,
about it,
you
and
can't just keep doing this to people. You
clock out for
can't
the
do
night.
this. So I'm asking you guys, if you believe everything that I've said,
Yeah,
without
that's
a doubt in your mind, you'll be like, you know what? I like the proof. I like what I saw. I want to help this guy out. Please help me out. I'm gonna start a GoFundMe. We work too hard to be stomped.
Alright, GoFundMe is kind of crazy. Like, I was seeing people in the comments kind of saying about a GoFundMe. A GoFundMe is kind of crazy. That's a little bit. But that's basically the video. I don't think we really need to watch the last 30 seconds. Let me open OBS. Shift my guy. All right. So basically, yeah, I mean, you guys can say definitely that, like, you guys can definitely say that that, like, you can definitely say that, like, it can be pretty, like, bad that Mr. Beast stole the idea, but from what I gathered from the entire video, Mr. Beast never knew any of this shit. I'm just gonna say that Mr. Beast never actually heard about about anything that happened. From what I gathered, he was hired, but he was like not really hired because he didn't actually officially get hired. He said that in the video. He just went and shadowed for a couple of days. But basically, what happened was that he was reached out to by other people, and he worked with other people, but he never actually met Mr. Beast. So what I'm thinking is that how would Mr. Beast know unless, like, he was told, which I don't know if he was ever told or not. I think possibly if Jimmy were to see this video, I feel like he should possibly, like, you know, do the right thing. And can I show what's on that shelf? It's just a bunch of Legos. Can't really, like, pick up my computer and show you guys, but it's just a bunch of Legos. But again, like, I think definitely if Mr. Beast sees that video or someone on his team, they should do the right thing and like reach out to him and compensate him for an idea, which, again, you can argue that it's like a fairly common idea, like, ooh, Mario, whatever, right? It's like, that's like a fairly common idea, I would say, but at the same time, you should pay, bro. You should pay, bro, like, for that. Anyway, so basically what I got from the end of this is that Mr. Beast's team is kind of guilty of this, not Mr. Beast himself. You guys, bro. Yo, free my boy Nathaniel, bro. But so basically, from what I gathered, this is that this is like only Mr. Beast, like Mr. Beast's team's fault, not really Jimmy as a person, because nowhere in that video did he actually mention he met Mr. Beast and pitched the idea to him. He only said that he met, like, people on the team, like the C1 dude and whatever. So clearly it just looks like the C1 passed it off as their idea, because I guess, I don't know, C1s get a bonus for good ideas or something. I don't know. I want my Hey guys, come on now. Nathaniel doesn't have to make the food if he doesn't want to. Nathaniel does not have to make the food if he doesn't want to. He is a free man under the Constitution. But if he is making food, you know that. Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. But but anyway, that's but so I guess this doesn't really I guess I guess it can help me somewhat on the Mr. Beast video that I'm gonna be working on, but at the end, that's what's wrong. Oh my god, you guys in chat are crazy. Dimnate, do I talk politics? No, I do not. I firmly do believe that politics are like a personal opinion. Have I met Baba? Who's Baba? Is that guy that was that guy that like did those like TikToks about him having like intercourse? Is that who you're talking about? I'm perfectly sane. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, honestly, it's a game, Bob. No, I have not. No, I haven't played. I have not played the game, but yeah. Politics is not something that I want to like that I want to discuss on the channel. If you guys like, it is something I once considered, and I'm so glad I never did, because I don't know. I feel like I didn't want to go down that path. I feel like, because listen, do I goon max? What does it look like? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Have I ever played Persona? Nah, I've never played any of the Persona games. Am I in high school? No, I'm a graduate. Um. Anyway, just about politics is it's something that I'd rather like to, you know, keep private. Something that I don't want to like talk about. And if I ever do, I literally like want like if I ever do sit like speak anything on any kind of major current politics on any and any major politics, I want you guys to actually like flame me in the comments saying you said you would never you would never talk about anything politics related. So just always remember that I do not want to actively talk any kind of modern politics on here, unless it's like the threat of like, I don't know, like a major war. But I feel like I'm not going to ever talk about that either. So especially since I'd be screwed on both sides, bro. I'm not gonna talk about who I'm voting for, bro. I'm not gonna be talking about, who I'm voting for, Kanye. Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking. Again, I'm not actually going to be stating who I'm gonna be voting for. Um. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for the stream. It's after 1. I'm getting pretty tired. I think I'm gonna go to bed, guys. Yeah, thank you guys for staying till the end, I guess, and I'll see you next time I stream. All right, peace, guys.